How are we doing, Panthers? Welcome back to Coach's Show. I'm your host, Julian here with Coach Wendel. Last Friday's game at Red Oak, we won 48-27. What were some key factors from the win last week?
Well, I think pretty much the same as it's been all season. Our defense made some really good plays, and offense kind of got untracked after a little while. We went down and scored the first series, then we kind of stalled out the second series, and when the defense had put us in a good position. But the defense just kept getting us the ball back, and the offense got better. I think physically we were better than them up front, offense and defensive line, and that's typically where the games are won, especially the games we play in. So felt good about that aspect of our game, and we scored more points, and that obviously always helps, and it always really creates momentum when your defense scores a touchdown too, and our defense scored a touchdown at the end to kind of pull away from them.
Who are the players that really shined last Friday?
Bryce Starlin had a very big impact on the game defensively. I think he had two sacks, and both of them were in critical situations. We had several other defensive linemen that played well. Thought across the board our offensive line played really, really well. Tyler Etheridge definitely played his best game at left tackle. Corbin Griffin came in some and played some tight end. And Daniel Hesselguester, who's with us today, played well at right tackle. And Cole Quigley at left guard played good. But, Diego Benson, who's an electric back, and had his best game as well. And a lot of that had to do with the offensive line, but he ran hard and did a good job.
Let's take a look at the highlights from Red Oak.
Okay, this is kind of start the game. First drive of the game, Diego's running hard, runs over the right side. I think Corbin Griffin's over there and running behind Brock Cavender. This really ignited our team. We were down 14-7 right before half. This is the last play of the half. We were just kind of running out the clock, run a pull play where Brock Cavender pulls and kicks. And then Diego outruns the defense, but great effort right here. The last 15 yards, dives across the end zone line with the ball inbounds, and that made the score 14-14 going into halftime, a big difference of 14-7. Good energy and motivation to start the second half. Okay, we have a 22-yard run right here. Good bend and cut by Diego. Falls forward, running over the left side of the line. They pull his helmet off, so we get another 15 yards. Jordan has a good burst right here for a touchdown on a 4th and 6 play. So critical situations, we made the plays that we needed to make. Good read by Chad right there. He pitches the ball out there. Good block on the perimeter by Caden Smith, and then a good burst by Jordan to get in the end zone on a triple option play to the right. Chad has a good run right here in the fourth quarter, kind of helped break the game open. I think we're scoring this series, but a good midline option play and good decisive physical run and protects the ball well. Kind of gets the momentum going for us in the third quarter. Tyler Knighton picks this ball up off a high snap, fumbled around. Tyler picks it up and goes and scores a touchdown. Good effort by Tyler right there and the whole defense.
Now let's look at Friday night results of the other teams in our district.
I think we start with Birdville. Lost to Richland in a one-score game. It's a bitter rivalry. Richland won 36-29 over Birdville. I think the second game, Summit went down to the last minute of the game. Summit ends up losing to Colleyville Heritage 35-34. Summit actually goes for 2 and doesn't get the conversion at the end, and Colleyville Heritage wins. And then the third game, Burlington Centennial beats Mansfield Legacy, I think 28-7.
As always, you brought some players with you today. Tell us who's here.
We have Daniel Hesselguester, who's been in our program for 4 years. He plays right tackle for us and been consistent. Model student athlete, shows up and does everything he's asked to do for us. Also does a great job in the school building and just represents the Midlothian Panthers really, really well. Proud of who Daniel is and the person he's become. And he's having a good year on the football field as well.
We have Daniel Hesselguester here with us today. Daniel, what position do you play and how did you get started in football?
I started playing football when I was in 7th grade, and I'm right tackle. I started out at fullback in 7th grade. They actually moved me to right tackle.
What are some of the goals that you have set for yourself and your team?
I always like to go out and try my hardest, and it really helps the team. So
Take us to a big play that you were involved in on Friday night.
I feel like a really good play for us was 32. It's a run play where they give the ball to Diego, and I feel like if I get a block on the mic, it's a really good play.
Since this is your senior year, what will you take from your 4 years at the football program with MHS?
I feel like football's really pushed me to try my hardest in everything I do, and if I do that, then nothing can really go wrong.
Thanks, Daniel. Coach, this week we play against the Legacy Broncos. What should we expect to see in this game?
I think you'll see a very athletic football team. I think you'll see a team that fills out their uniform very well, especially the defensive line. Look big and strong. They have a big tight end that they like to try to get the ball to, number 13. That is a Ole Miss commit. They have 2 or 3 running backs that are good with the ball in their hands, especially if they get in open space. They're going to want to come in here, and they're going to be highly motivated to come in here and knock us off on our homecoming, as we did Red Oak last week. So I think we're going to get their best. They have a decent team. Not the best team that we've played this year or will play, but they have certainly enough talent to come in and win if we're not locked and loaded.
With this game being the homecoming game, how will the atmosphere at the game be different compared to the rest of the games this year?
Well, I think our players really love playing at MISD Stadium, and the student body is really special, and then the crowd in general is special, and I think it'll be even enhanced this week with homecoming. I think there'll be more people in the stands with the band playing after the game. After the game's over, I think more people will stay in the stands. So in the 3rd and 4th quarter, I think it'll be a full stadium, and our team enjoys playing in kind of a loud stadium like that, and I think it's a great experience for them, and we feed off of that and get good energy, so I suspect that it'll be a lot of fun.
What will the team be working on in practice to prepare for this Friday?
Well, the biggest thing is we need to go out, we need to start fast, we need to play crisp, clean, and the biggest thing for me, or the theme that I'm working on with them, let's focus on doing our job. Let's just do what we're supposed to do. Let's not have unforced errors or mistakes. I think sometimes that kind of slows us down and bogs us down, and if we can just focus on what we're supposed to do and execution, then I think we're going to go out and have a good time and have a lot of fun and should play really, really well.
What's been the theme that you've been pushing this week, and how will y'all play that out on Friday?
Well, I hope, like I said, the focus, I hope we come out focused and ready to play at 7 o'clock, and I hope that we play one down at a time and just go out there and focus on what we're supposed to do, whether it's a coach or a player or whoever's in the game, do what we're supposed to do at that particular time. And if we take care of that, everybody else will have fun. We can't get all caught up in homecoming queen or homecoming court or what we're doing this weekend. We just have to focus on the game, and then the other stuff will take care of itself.
That wraps up this week's edition of Coach's Show. Thanks to Coach Wendel and Daniel for being here with us today. This week, we're back home at the MISD Multipurpose Stadium playing against the Legacy Broncos. So come out and support our Panthers. Kickoff starts at 7, so be sure to come out and show your Panther pride. Tickets can be purchased via credit or debit and can only be purchased online. No cash will be accepted.
Good job, guys.